Hello, everyone. This is Rose. Today's topic from the Book of Life is understanding that love does not hurt. Pain hurts. Love does not hurt. Here's the thing about this old cliche that spreads around that love hurts. I see that as the trickery of darkness that wants us to believe that love causes pain. Love don't cause pain, people cause pain. And the thing is, love is the essence of who God is. Love is who God is. But see, darkness wants us to believe that love is associated with pain. And therefore, we need to trail lightly into that love thing that don't step there, don't go there. Because see, darkness want to keep you separated from love, who God is. And we go in life looking at the relationships we are in and we want to call it love. And especially when the guys hurt us, we want to say love hurts, love causes us pain. Mm-mm. No, that's a lie. The thing about men is we never hear men say that love hurts. And they will say a woman hurt them, but they never says love hurts because men, they would associate a woman separated. They don't look at her as love possession. They look at her as lust possession. She is my possession. And they get their ego bruised when they possession don't act right in their eyes. So they don't really, I don't see a man falling in and out of love, in and out of love with different women. So when we got these men going around from one woman to the next woman and having multiple women at the same time, he don't love all of them. Those are his possessions. That's not love. And then we get in a relationship with a man and they do things to hurt us by going around. We see the red flags going around to different women. Then we say they love hurt us, but he don't love us. So you love him. So you saying that love hurt because you love him and he's doing something to hurt you. So you're vulnerable to hurt, to pain because you love him. But love didn't hurt you. He hurt you through pain. Pain hurt you, but you're just vulnerable to the pain, to the hurt, because in your mind, you love that man. Do you really? Let's talk about that. And going back to the man, I want to point out the man characteristics because it's important for us to understand because we miss so many red flags as women. When we have to understand that these young dudes, I would say when they first start off, up until some of them change when they get in their mid 40s. Some of them don't change till they get in their 50. But we have those rare men that start off as a young dude who really is chasing after love, who's interested in love. And that's those guys that love their mother and they want to be in a relationship with someone that's in the image of their mother. And they going in for love. And those are the ones who's ready to make a commitment. And those are the ones who's ready to treat that woman like she has value, not like she's a possession of theirs that they want to flaunt in front of their fellas. They want you to look sexy. They want you to dress sexy. They want you to have that body yaddy, and so forth in front of the guy. But you cannot blink, smile, giggle. You can't do anything because they gonna think you are flirting, and what you're doing is abusing their ego. You messing with their ego, and so they're gonna talk to you crazy and treat you like you less than, and then that's the start of you starting to have low self-esteem because how they took something that you looked in the mirror and saw as a beautiful creature, because you are. And then they devaluated it and they downed you. They put you down because they saw that they think you was flirty for you being your natural self. And then you are the one who began to have a self-esteem problem because of how they devalue you as a person. And you want so badly to have someone in your life, to be in a relationship with a guy, until this is what you take from him. So we have to, as women, look at these red flags. Really, we do. In order to know which category you fit in as a woman in his life. Do you fit in as his possession, who he used to flaunt in front of his fellas? Because he wanted his fellas to say, oh man, how did he get her? You know? And he know his fellas, when they look at you like that, they gonna try to figure out a way to get you from him, because they want what he has. And the thing is, the man knows that. And that's why, instead of him blaming the other man, he gonna blame you. If that guy look at you too hard, he gonna say, why you was staring at him? Why was you giggling in his face? You know, it's that kind of thing, because they're not gonna ever blame the other man. They're gonna blame you. They're gonna constantly pounce you down to where you don't feel good about yourself. And those are red flags. And I know you experience this all the time with these dudes. You experience these red flags, but you make excuses for them. They can run from one bed to the next bed to the next bed, and you can know it. You can have someone send you a video recording of it, the other woman, and you will still sit up there and excuse it and say, that's not my man. Or he loves me more. He don't love her. She flaunted herself on him. You make excuses. And that, when you do that, it shows how you value yourself. It shows your self-worth, how you see your self-worth. You don't see it in the highest thing that it is. You got to re-evaluate yourself. You got to see yourself differently. You see this as a competition, a cat game. Who cat he likes the best? It's gonna be mine. My cookie is sweeter. My cookie is better. He got a sweet tooth for my cookie. He's chasing after my cookie. But you don't want to look at all the other cookies he's chasing after. You excuse that. He just messed up one time. He don't want that. He's with me. I'm his chick. I'm his main chick. So if he going over there, it's because she flaunted the cookie in front of him. He smelt it and he went for it. But he don't want it. He wants me. Quit lying to yourself. Because this is going to be your cycle of life. You're going to keep going around in a circle because you're not changing it for you to have anything else better than what you keep putting out there, what you keep believing in your mind. See, and another red flag, you'll see him hide little gifts in the house or whatever, and you thinking it's for you. You waiting to get that gift, and then it never come. So what you do? You make an excuse for him. You say, oh, maybe his mama birthday, maybe his sister birthday. You make an excuse for him to justify why you never received that gift you found in the closet. Red flags. Gotta stop it. And here go another red flag. A big red flag. When the man take the car your car, he used your car, and then you see somebody tell you another woman was driving your car. Your car. He went out, say he going out to hang with his buddies and take your car around because he ain't got no car. So you sitting at home while he drive your car around, and then your car is seen with another woman in it. Because you know how we do. We fancy our car up. We put something in it that our girls know our car. Then they see another woman driving your car. Sometimes you may even see another woman pass through your street in your car. And he lies. Oh, that's my sister friend. Oh, that's my cousin. Oh, I had her go get this and go get that in the car. I didn't want to go because I was with the boys watching the game. Come up with these darn excuses that you believe. Come on now, you're not stupid. Stop believing what they say. Red flags. When are you going to love you enough to see yourself different and see yourself worthy of something more than that? Are you that desperate that you got to have a man by any means? Is that what you want? Because if that's what you want, then don't listen to me. Continue to do you. Continue to do you. But you have more value and more worth than that. Understand that cookie that you give so freely that he get a sweet tooth for, if you use it the right way, guess what? You're going to get you a good man, not a man who just want to use you for it. You sitting on a gold mine. Trust and believe that cookie is gold to them. They can't do without it. But you give it up too freely. You sell yourself too cheap. And I'm not saying be a prostitute and get money and get paid for it. I'm saying value yourself. You got to understand that you're wifey material. And you got to have the confidence in yourself. You got to look in the mirror and you got to tell yourself, not only are you beautiful, but you're worthy of genuine, pure love. Genuine love. Because see, what I described to you previously, those are the men that see women as possession. And they have a whole lot of red flags that tells you that. But a man that value you differently, a man that's looking for a wife, a man that see you greater than a possession, he don't see that in you. He's going to come at you differently. He's not going to put you down. He's not going to talk down to you. He's not going to curse at you. He's not going to try to control you. He's going to see the beauty in you inside and out, and he's going to treat you according to that. He's going to treat you with respect, the same way he respects his mother and his daughters. He's not going to sit up there and treat you like you are a $2 whore who he can care less about because he got those all around town. And you know he do because you've seen the red flags. But he's going to treat you differently. And you ask yourself, how do I get to this point where he see me that way? Well, you got to start off that way. You got to change the way you think and how you see you. Because see, the way we think and the way we see ourselves, that gives out a certain aura. We have a certain aura about ourselves. And little do you know, it's like a light. And a man can see that. So when you have the aura of low self-esteem, he can see that. He can look at you and say, this one I can manipulate. I can manipulate her mind. But when you have the aura of a person who is confident in themselves, and they're not going to take being degraded less than who they are. They look in the mirror and they look at themselves and they say, I was created in love. I was created in the image of love. I was created in the image of God. And therefore, I love who I am. And I'm not going to accept anything less than who I am. You got to be confident in it. You got to believe in it. You got to believe in what you see. Because when you do that, then you're not going to accept somebody treating you like you less than. You're not going to accept a man that when he talk to you, he tell you to shut up. You're not allowed to talk. You're only allowed to listen to him. You can't have a communication. You guys cannot communicate the way two people do communicate. You have to be silent. You got to believe everything he say about you. If he tell you, he gaslight you and tell you if you have an opinion, oh, that's in your head. He try to make you feel like you crazy. He try to make you feel like it's something wrong with you for saying what you said. He try to make you feel like you seeing things all wrong. That what you just saw is a lie. You made it up. You seeing things, you hallucinating. And you believe it. Because let me tell you something, when these men talk to you in this way, what they doing is, and you constantly hearing it, they manipulating your mind through what you hear. Because that's what they're doing. They manipulating your mind and they trying to control you. That's a controlling tactic. When they start telling you that what you just saw and heard is a lie. You crazy. Something wrong with you. You need to get your head together. You need to stop tripping. A real man ain't gonna talk to you like that. Because a real man that loves you, that's in a relationship with you, you're gonna have good communication. You're gonna talk and he's gonna listen. He's gonna talk and you're gonna listen. And you're gonna understand what each other is saying. It's not gonna be listen just to listen so you can tell them they crazy. You're gonna listen because you're gonna communicate with them in a logical way, in a way that is not belittling. And so therefore, you gotta know the difference. You need to look at some relationships that are healthy relationships so you can see the difference in how a real man who's in love treat his woman. You need to look at that because it helps you see how you should be treated. Because you might not know. Because you may be so used to being treated like a possession that you don't know what it feels like to be treated like you're not. And what is real love? So you have to look at some of those relationships. You got to take the wisdom from some older women that have true love in their life, genuine love in their life. You got to be able to listen to them. They're not haters. You got to listen to the wisdom of these older women that have lived some life, that understand some things, that been through some things, and understand what they're telling you is for your own good. It's up to you to accept it or not. It's a free will walk in life. But if you choose to stay as someone's possession, then that's on you. You can't complain. But when you want to get out of it, you can. You got to stop being desperate for a man because it weakens you as a person. Because when you're confident as a woman and you know you're worthy of true love, guess what's going to draw to you? True love. And you ain't got to be desperate for it. You ain't got to go and run after it to try to hold on to it. You try to hold on to a man and whatever negative he want to say to you and however way he want to treat you because you trying to hold on to him like you desperate, like he's the only man in the world and he's the only one that can love you. That's not love. You got to understand what love is. So here's the thing. Let me go over what love is. And I say this because a lot of time as women, young women, grow up to believe that love is the man that has the greatest sweet tooth after their cookie. Their cookie is sugar and it's addicting. And so when he's chasing after me and he wants that cookie and see when a man chases after that cookie, that addiction to that sugar, and it's not just your sugar. It's all the sugar out there that he's getting, that he's addicted to. And if you stop giving him the sugar, guess what? He ain't going to cry for you. He going to go over to the next one that gives him the sugar. See, that addiction that he has for that sugar is not just for your sugar. It's not that your sugar is so special. Your cookie is so special. It's better than the next cookie. And he wants my cookie. And only my cookie. He's addicted to mine. No, he's addicted to all of it. That's why he keep going for all of it that gives it to him freely. Okay? So you got to see your cookie differently. You got to see your cookie as a rare, expensive caviar that only genuine love can afford. Really, a rare, expensive caviar, something that is rich, something that is limited edition, something that's everybody can't afford to get. You got to see it like that. That only genuine love can get. That's the way you got to see your cookie and stop giving it to every man that got a sweet tooth. Okay? So here's what you got to understand and know about love. You got to know what love is. And the Bible tells us what love is. This is something I preach all the time because a lot of people, we are very confused about what is love. And we take someone degrading us and putting us down and kicking us in our gut and we calling it love. That is not love. Okay? Love is, the Bible tells us love is joy. You have joy in love. Joy. You don't have someone punching you in your gut because you giggle and smile in another man's direction. Someone yelling at you and telling you you're not allowed to speak. You're only allowed to listen to them. So why they manipulate your way of thinking with their words? That's not joy. Joy is, you know what joy is. It's being cheerful. It's feeling free. It's feeling happy. It feels like you want to dance when joy is in your life. Like every day is a day that you want to dance. That's part of love. Love is also peace. You have peace when you have love. Love brings peace to you because you're not in a bunch of conflict. You're not fighting no women about no man. And you ain't got to worry about your man out there going from cookie to cookie because he has peace with his wife, with his woman who he loves, not his possession, but his wife. He has peace with you and he shows it. It's a different feel when you're with a man who loves you than a man who sees you as his possession. Also, love is long suffering. And you may say, that seems like a negative word. Long suffering? No, it's not negative. Long suffering means he has patience with you. He's patient. He's patient, you know, and he's not going to leave when it gets rough. That's what long suffering is. He's very patient. So many guys, they ready to jump ship when things get rough because with their possession, if things is not going their way, they don't want to have nothing else to do with you. You get sick, they don't want to have nothing to do with you. That's not love. That's they see you as a possession. But a man that's in love with you, he's long suffering. He has patience. He's not going to leave when things get rough. He's going to stay there with you. You're going to work it out together. If times get tough, we're going to do this together, babe. We're going to do what it takes to make it together. Okay, that's long suffering. Love is also gentleness. He's going to be gentle with you and how he handle you. He understands you delicate. You're a beautiful, beautiful person who has a delicate heart, who has a loving heart, who has a giving heart. That's what women are. We are nurturers. We are nurturers by nature. So we are very giving of our heart. We want to support people and help people. And so he's going to be gentle with that side of you. He's not going to abuse it. He's not going to misuse it. He's going to be gentle with that side of you. And he's going to encourage you to be who you are. And he's going to help you even as you being that person. He's not going to come at you crazy. Okay, goodness. Love is goodness. That man is going to be good to you. He's going to be good to you. He's not going to think about a tit for tat. I give you this if you give me that. No, he's going to be giving. He's going to give to you. He's going to be good to you because guess what? You're bone of his bone. You're flesh of his flesh. You is his real. You are the person who God gave to him. So he gonna treat you good. Goodness. Also, meekness. And a lot of times we look at the word meekness, and we think it's a weakness. Oh, he's easy. He's weak. He's not a man. He's not strong. No, no, no. That's totally wrong. It takes a strong person to be meek. Trust and believe. It takes a strong person to be meek, because it's so easy to fly off the handle. It's so easy to say something foul when somebody crossed you. How many times do we look at people in road rage? Somebody just cut over in front of them, and it's not like they was that close to them, but they get road rage because it's so easy to fly off the handle. It's so easy to get irate and to go off on a person because they didn't act the way you wanted them to act. They didn't say what you wanted them to say. They didn't behave the way they felt like you should have behaved because you didn't shut your mouth. You still talking when I told you to be quiet. You only supposed to listen to me. So meekness is a person. It takes strength. That's a strong person, because that person, he is definitely a person that understands when you do something that he disagree with, he's not going to curse you out. When you do something that you guys discussed and as a couple, and he said, babe, this is what we should agree on. We're not going to do this. We're going to do that with our funds we got left. And you take from that funds and go help somebody and do something that you guys didn't agree on. He's not going to cuss you out about it. He don't get angry about it. But meekness is not going to put you down. It's not going to cuss you out. It's not going to belittle you. It's not going to make you feel low or bad. It takes a lot of strength to be meek. That's extending grace to somebody. You extend grace to them for the way they went against what you guys, when you two come together and agree on something. And the thing about it is, meekness, when you in a relationship that's powered by love, you don't have to extend grace that much, because you know each other and you're not going to do anything to hurt that person. You're not. You're not going to deliberately go against what you two has agreed upon. He's not going to go against you. You're not going to go against him. And that's when you have meekness. You don't have to extend a lot of grace. But for those moments that you have to, meekness come in there where you have to extend grace, because he's not going to go off on you. He's going to talk about it. He's going to be upset about it. You might talk about it. You be upset about it. But it's how you handle each other is totally different. Okay. The next thing love is temperance. Temperance is when you restrain yourself. He restrained from sleeping around. Okay. You are his only one. That's temperance. Temperance, you're going to restrain yourself. You're not going to disrespect your partner. You're not going to go out there because this man or this woman kikied in your face, violate the relationship that you two have. You're going to restrain yourself from that because you love this person that you're with, and you don't want to hurt that person. Even if you feel you can get away with it, you're not going to do it because you value the love that you have with that person. You value that love that you have with that person. And for that reason, you would know in your mind and heart that you hurt them, even if they don't know it. So guess what? You're not going to do it. You're not going to do it. And the last thing that love is faith. And you might want to say, how do faith play a part in love? Because the Bible teaches us God is love. God is light and he is love. So you got to have faith in God. but faith and love. You got to have faith in the love you have for this individual who you two are in a loving relationship and you love each other. You got to have faith in him. You got to. And the thing is, when it comes to faith, the Bible tells us that faith comes by hearing and hearing the word of God. So in order to have love for God, he asks that we listen to his word, we hear his word, because that's is what going to build our love for him, our faith in him. When we have faith in him, we spend time with reading his word and believing in his word and who he is, that he created the heavens and the earth. He created every creature. He created us. He created everything that we see when we look around. God created all of that. And how do we know that? We have to hear it. We have to have somebody speak it in our ears. We have to read it in the Bible. We have to hear it in order to believe that that's who God is. Because if we don't hear it, how are we going to believe in someone that we don't know? We don't know him. So we have to hear about who he is, and we have to hear it, and we have to believe it. Now, the thing about faith, faith can also be faith in something that is not of light, of God. It can be of darkness. So that's why the Bible tells us we got to guard our hearing. Because when we start letting people speak negative stuff in our ear and degrading us with negative words and talking down us, remember I talked about that? I said that's how we end up getting that low self-esteem, because we listening to these dudes talk to us crazy, these young cats out here talk to us crazy, telling us this and that when we know what they saying is not the truth, but we end up poisoning our spirit because we hearing them say this to us over and over and over and over again. And what they are doing is manipulating our thoughts through our hearing. They are controlling us through our hearing. They're trying to make you think you're crazy through your hearing. So when you constantly hearing all this garbage and this negative talk, you having faith in what you're hearing. You having faith in darkness, not faith in light. God is light. God is love. So now you having faith in darkness and in the lies that it tells you. Because see, the thing about the human mind, ever since we opened up that door to the knowledge of good and evil, we're very quick to believe the evil over the good. And so that's what we end up doing, is taking in what these dudes are saying about us, not seeing ourselves differently, and we're having faith in it. So love is having faith in the light of who created love, which is God. Have faith in the only thing that is of God. Not a man telling you that you less than. Not a man telling you you ain't worthy of nothing but my foot on your neck. Not a man telling me that if it wasn't for your cookie or whatever, they wouldn't have nothing to do with you. No. You want to be on the other end of that faith. You want to be on the faith that is associated with light, with that type of love. The love that is generated out of light, not darkness. There's a difference. We have that in this world. The love that is, because what we call love in darkness, that's not love. That love that we say that hurts us, that's not love. That's not love. We want to, that the darkness wants us to believe that's love. It wants us to believe that that is love so that it can separate you from God. And then we call it hurt. We call it pain, because that type of love, as we see it, hurts us. It causes us hurt. It causes us pain. But that's not love. Love is only in light. It is only with the light. That other stuff in darkness is not love. That's pain. That's hurt. And it's because you feel you are in love with someone and you subject yourself to that type of hurt and pain. But love is not what's causing your hurt and pain. That person is. That person is not treating you in the attributes of love. They're not treating you in with all of those descriptions that I just read to you. You don't have that love. You don't have that joy, that peace, that person who's long suffering, who is patient with you. You don't have that gentleness. You don't have that goodness. You don't have that meekness. That person who is not weak, who's gonna be there with you. That you don't have that temperance, that person who restrained themselves from going around from cookie to cookie. You don't have that. You don't have that. So stop looking at that and calling that love. That's not love. Light, only light is love. Anything that's pulling you into darkness and making you feel bad about yourself, making you not see yourself as worthy, that's not love. That's not light. That's not who God is. I don't know what your religious belief is, but it doesn't have to be of any particular type of religion or whatever in order for you to believe in love. You don't have to be religious to believe in love, but you have to understand where love comes from. It comes from the light. It comes from God. And you can feel it regardless of if you go to church or don't go to church, if you're religious, if you're not. You can always feel his love. And it is his love that draws you to him. It is love. Love is only light. So women, please take time to do some self-help. If you need to speak to someone, speak to another lady that is older and that is mature and that is wise, that can coach you, that can speak love into your ears, that can speak life into your ears, that can help you love yourself, help you understand what it is you should receive and accept in life. Speak to someone that can help get you through that. You need to talk to someone. You can't do this by yourself when you already see yourself down below you, who you are. Sometimes you need that encouragement. You need someone to tell you you're beautiful, even though you know you are. You can look in the mirror and see you're beautiful. You know you capture that man based on your body. But you need to see the beauty in your spirit. Your aura needs to change. And the only way your aura is going to change, you got to change your mindset, your way of thinking. You got to see the value in who you are. You are this beautiful soul, and you can have what you're looking for in a man that is beautiful. Understand that. Red flags. You got to run from those red flags. You got to run from a man who don't want to allow you to speak. You can't have a dialogue with him. You can't communicate with him back and forth. He don't want to hear what you got to say. No. He only wants you to hear what he got to say. Then he gaslights you on everything you got to say. He turn it around and make it seem like you crazy. Something wrong with your mind. You crazy. Don't do that. He's doing little things to play with your mind. Mind manipulation to control you. Don't let it happen. Don't let it happen. Get you some help. Okay? You're beautiful. Remember that. Remember you are beautiful and you are worth more than what you're receiving from somebody that's constantly got their foot on your neck and you don't feel good with them all the time. You're worth more than that. Enough said. Enough said. It's time for you to act on it. It's time for you to believe it. It's time for you to do what you need to do to receive what it is that you truly want. Genuine love. You will see the beauty in genuine love. It's beautiful. Trust and believe. When you with a man that loves you the way you love yourself and the way you love him, it's beautiful. Love can be so beautiful. And guess what? love making with a man like that, I'm here to tell you, it's totally different from that man that see you as his possession with that sweet tooth. Totally different. Okay? So do yourself. Treat yourself better. Okay? I'm out. Peace. Until next week. Be blessed and be safe. Reevaluate your worth, your value. Go ahead on, beautiful woman. Go ahead on, strut your stuff. I see you. Go ahead on. You do that.